Hello, farmers, and welcome to another episode of the harvest season. My name is Al.
My name is Kevin, and Al, you dropped the ball. You missed the
Oh,
chance. The way we should have started this week was, why is podcasting so
oh.
hard?
Disaster.
Oh dear.
Maybe we need to start that again. It's true though. Well, it's not.
Yeah,
It's not true. It's not hard.
it's
Uh,
probably harder for Sakurai to make Kirby Air Riders than to
yeah,
podcast.
yeah, that is true.
Probably. Well, it was a great
Probably.
direct.
Yeah. So we are here, as I said, to talk about cottage skill games. Lots of
Yeah.
cottage skill games because we have a list to talk about. There's a list. Did I find this list? I found this list, didn't
Yes, you
I?
did.
So this is a list on cozy game reviews of the 22 best Steam farming games of all time. Brackets updated for 2025.
What an apropos subject after last week's episode.
So we're going to talk about that list. We're going to go through it and see if we agree, because not only has it got them all listed, it says what they're all best for. They've all got a specific thing that the writer thinks that they're best
Which
for.
is a good move. Well, we'll get to the list. We'll
It
get to the
gives
list.
it gives us
I like the
something
list.
to talk about. So we'll see.
Content.
We'll see how we go. Um, we before that we've got quite a lot of news. We'll get into that soon. But first of all, Kevin, what have you been up to?
This is I've been thinking about this. It's been the hardest part for me to think about this week because I've been busy and not that much. A lot of the usuals. Let's see here. Battle Cat Sonic event finished, so I'm still playing, but it's whatever. Pokemon Unite is good. We had the World Championships just last weekend, so we had announcements there.
Yeah.
That was fun. I don't even remember who it is now, but oh gosh, who was it? Oh, no, I have to look up the list. I don't remember, but I mean, I've been playing. It's good. Both Lattes are out now. They're pretty fun, especially when you can actually play with someone and you can use them both because they are specifically designed to work with each other.
Cool.
So that's pretty cool. But yeah, Unite still play. It's wild. We're almost at 100 playable Pokemon in the game. That's wild to think. That's like what, almost 10% of the decks. Um, but yeah, it's been good. Gosh, I cannot. Who was it was announced? I don't remember. Sorry, I was trying to Google it while I stalled for talking. But either way, I've been playing Unite. It's been good. Let's see. Other than that, yeah, just a lot of the same as usual stuff I've been playing. I picked up a new show now that I finished Monk. Have you ever heard of Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman? Al?
No, I have not.
Okay. So it is a show from the 90s. It is, how should I put this? Frontier style American setting,
Okay.
kind of
Yep.
like Little House, but it's a little more, a little less saccharine. It is the titular character is a female doctor, Dr. Quinn, which is given in that time frame and setting, leads to a very different dynamic, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's been enjoyable. I think it's a little more quote unquote real than say Little House or some of the other more how should a little more, or it doesn't paint over some of these details. So I've just been here enjoying a show about a trying to find a home and community, despite the backdrop of a society where misogyny, bigotry, racism, etc., are pretty strong. You know, I don't know if that resonates with anyone, but
Not at all. Not at all.
so it's been good. It is from the 90s, so it looks a little dated. And you can still feel the 90s like hairstyles permeating the show though. But yeah, it's been fun. That's Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Like I said, just something to fill the show hole. but yeah, that's roughly what I've been up to. It's been a busy week. I made like a 2 day, 1 day gone, the next day back work trip this week. That was wild.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so I'm tired. What about you, Al? What you been up to?
What have I been up to? I'm still playing Donkey Kong Bonanza.
All
So
right.
I
Uh,
it's a long game.
yeah, it's a lot of bananas to
It is a
find.
lot of bananas. Yeah, I was like I've put a like maybe like 10 hours into it or something so far, and I saw that there was a new world record put up today, so I went up to look at it, and what I've done in that like 10 hours, they did in 50 minutes. Like, oh goodness me! So I think I've
Oh
got quite a lot of the
yeah.
game left to go because the world record is over 4 hours. So uh, I'm maybe a quarter of the way through, but that doesn't feel right. But I don't know. It did say, I think it said true ending, so maybe that's getting all the bananas. So maybe I've got, maybe I'm halfway.
Mm,
I might be about halfway through. We'll see.
mm. Have you done that art mode at all? The sculpting mode or
I have
whatever?
not. No, I've not.
Okay. I've seen people do some crazy nonsense in that. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah. Um. So yeah, I'm enjoying that. We'll see how long that takes me. But this week I'll probably be starting Story Seasons Grand Bazaar. So who knows?
How bizarre. How bizarre.
How bizarre. So I guess we'll see. I might put down Donkey Kong for a bit, but we'll see. I think that's pretty much it. Gaming wise, I've been catching up on a bunch of shows that I missed when I was on holiday. So I've just finished Sandman,
Oh,
and
how was it?
it
Is it
was
just
good.
weird?
It was good
Okay.
if you can ignore the fact that it's Neil Gaiman, then it's
Well,
good.
I feel like, I feel like in this day and age, people get pretty good at that if you just ignore
Well, yeah.
the monster at the top.
Mm.
uh,
So yeah, no, that was good, and I think I'm gonna uh watch Wednesday this week. So
oh
yeah.
yeah, that's okay. You know what? I assume you watched season one.
Hmm.
Did you watch any Adams Family prior to Wednesday?
Not really, no.
Okay, I'm a big fan of the Adams Family. So I have not watched Wednesday, so I'm curious how that how it compares to the other iterations. But all right, I'll be curious to hear your thoughts, anyways. Cool stuff.
Yeah, I think that's about it for me. Oh no, I started on. So I've been watching through. I might have mentioned this a couple of times. I've been watching through all the James Bond films. So I'm now on the Daniel Craig films. So on the home stretch, nearly there.
Okay, okay. How is there any overall trends? Like, is
Mm.
there like better, worse?
So I don't think there is like an upward or downward trend. They have like a
Mm-hmm.
good one followed by multiple terrible ones.
Yeah.
Um, I will say that one thing I've noticed watching them all, like we started in
Yeah.
November,
Yeah.
so we watched them all in the last 9 months, basically.
Yeah.
One thing I've noticed is that they're all basically the same film. Um,
Now we're talking.
so,
Oh,
I mean, if you like that, then that's good.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
I did get to the point where we hit the oh, what's his name? I'm so bad with the actors' names sometimes. The Pierce Brosnan ones. So we hit
yeah,
95 with Goldeneye, and I was like, "Oh,
yeah,
fantastic!
yeah.
We're finally getting out of the maybe we'll get some baddie other than the USSR." And then I'm pretty sure they go back in time to make the USSR the baddie again.
Yeah, yeah, they do.
And then in the I just watched Casino Royale, and there's a little bit where M goes, "Oh, I wish we were, I wish we were back in the Cold War."
Yeah.
they they really do miss that easy baddie. Uh,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
yeah,
oh man, that's good stuff. Obviously, you and I, as Nintendo, Pokemon, MCU fans. We can handle a lot of the same thing done over and over.
Yeah.
But that's fascinating.
I guess it's different when you're seeing the same thing every 3 years rather than every week.
You know what? That's a good point. That's a good point. But still, I mean, hey, you're still trucking. It didn't cause you to give up or die. So it's because there's
Yeah.
at least something there.
Yeah, nearly there, nearly there. Definitely. I've watched all the Daniel Craig ones as well, so I can officially say that I've watched every James Bond film. I just
Yeah.
haven't watched these ones in a while. So, and
Right. Right.
Rona hasn't seen the newest one. So,
Okay. Well, there you go. Hey, congrats. Good stuff. Oh, I found the Unite Pokemon.
go for it then.
Okay. We are getting Empoleon, which sure starters, always a safe choice. We are getting Vaporeon, which means that the only EV evolutions we didn't have were the original three, so we are now getting them. That's now confirming two other ones down the line. But most interestingly, we are getting Delmise, the living seaweed on an anchor. I'm excited about that. I like the freak picks. Delmise is a good freak pick.
Fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing how Delmise, moves.
It's just gonna float. That's all. It's just gonna float. But it could, yeah.
You never know.
Oh well.
Could be something more interesting.
It drags itself.
Yeah. Yeah. You just hear this scraping sound.
Oh, that'd be incredible. Oh my god.
Especially, I presume there's no in-game chat, like audio chat in.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, there is.
Voice.
Does it have? Has it got what's it called? Where you it changes depending on how close to the character you are.
Oh, proximity? No, it does not have proximity.
That'd be brilliant. So if you could hear like
the scraping
come closer to you, that'd be brilliant. Feels like it's something out of a horror film.
That's incredible. Oh, I love Delmise. Oh, that'd be great. Oh.
All right, should we get into some news?
Yeah. Oh, you mean a lot of news?
So
news.
Yeah. We have some games that have released that I completely missed when I was doing my catch up of all the news in the break. So we're just going to quickly go through those. So first up, we have Whimside. I don't know how they want it to be said, but it's one of those.
Yeah.
That is out now. So a whoo to Whimside.
That's the desk. That's your rusty Pokemon collector.
Correct. Yes, it's a creature collector. The game that sits at the bottom of your screen and fits easily into your routine.
It looks kind of in depth. I don't want to use it as a thing on the side, but I am kind of interested in just playing it. But yeah.
It has 194 reviews so far, very positive, 85%. So that's
some of those were also just Pokemon. There was just a Squirtle in that trailer.
Well, Squirtle is just a blue turtle, so
it is. You're not wrong. Yeah, that's true.
Next, we have Herdling. They are also out now. It came out on the 21st of August. That one wasn't one that I missed.
No, that just came out.
So that is you're gathering a herd of mysterious creatures on a stirring and beautiful journey into the mountains.
It's Journey, the game Journey, but cows.
And this is published by Panic. They're the Untitled Goose Game people, and also the.
Wow, that looks nothing like Untitled Goose Game.
No, well, they're just the publisher. They didn't write the game.
Okay.
But the Panic are also they've turned into a publisher as well. But they're also and I'm just trying to remember the name of it.
Give me a hint.
Nope.
Is it Stray?
Nope, not a game. The Playdate, the console.
Oh my goodness! Wow, these guys are heroes. It's Herdling exclusive to the Playdate, or with a tool exclusive to the Playdate where you use the crank to herd the cows.
They did Firewatch as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so these guys are down to publish weird things. That's cool. Good for them.
Yep.
I I'm actually more interested in hurdling now that I have this. I mean,
Yeah,
not that the publisher is the developer or whatever, you know, but
yeah, but I mean, a publisher tells you something, especially when they've only published like 10 games or something. So
yeah.
uh, it's not like they're throwing them out there. They're taking anything that comes, unlike some other games publishers. But yeah, I mean, it looks much more kind of Firewatchy than it does anything else in terms of
Yeah.
its, because obviously Firewatch is much more straight and serious.
Yeah.
And this looks kind of meditative almost.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that's a good way of describing it, right? Very zen sort of thing.
hmm,
Just walking with some cows up a mountain.
big hairy cows.
The character even wears red, like the Journey character with the scarf. It's fine. Journey is a good game.
Next, we have Ritual of Raven, which is also out now. So this is a isometric story-based farming game.
With cards, lots of cards everywhere. I don't understand the mechanics. Do you farm with cards? It kind of looked like that.
Yeah, I think so. I think you use the cards to create spells because you're a witch.
Okay, right. Let's see. Enchant constructs to help grow herbs and ingredients to help you complete your Book of Shadows. Using a mystical deck of cards, you'll be able to enchant constructs to plow, sow seeds, water, and harvest them for you. Collect all 22 constructs and create a thriving herb garden. So yeah, it looks like you do use the cards to make stuff to farm. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Yep, so that's out now. Next we have Abyss New Dawn. This is out in early access now. I think they had a delay. They had are these the ones that delayed the game? They were meant to come out and then they were like, oh no, we've got
Did I lose the button
issue.
too?
There we go. This is the one. Abyss New Dawn release may be delayed by a few days. During Steam's review process, our latest build was rejected due to a technical issue. 3 achievements were missing descriptions. We've already fixed this and submitted the build for approval. Steam usually takes 3 to 5 days for the review. So the release date may be delayed until August 25th. It was not. It ended up releasing Friday, 22nd. Yeah. So I don't think it was delayed at all. But they thought it might be.
So this...
Oh yes, this is so a warm village above, a deadly abyss below. Will you farm in peace or dive into the deep for glory?
Okay, so first of all, I hate the name. Like, good heavens, what an awful name! Just like it's just so generic. It doesn't tell you anything.
Yes. Also, it feels like it's the second in a series. You've got this is the sequel to Abyss. It's Abyss New Dawn.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't think that's the case. It is not the case.
This is gonna sound kind of weird. This game doesn't look like it was AI generated, but it looks like the concept was an AI generated concept because it feels like it has so much going on, like all these hallmarks. You got Animal Crossing-esque characters, you got farming, you got fishing, customization, and then the Abyss. The Abyss is actually just dinosaurs. It's just a dinosaur world. I don't know. It looks well made. Just it's a tough market out here.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything make me want to play this.
No, as much as I love dinosaurs, like I'd rather play Paleo Pines.
Yeah, do you want to fight dinosaurs or do you want to tame them? That's the question.
I would much rather tame them. Also, so they have the Animal Crossing decorate your house because, of course, the one question I don't see it, and I think this is a big problem a lot of games have. Can you actually use the furniture? Can you sit in the couch or lie in the bed? Because it kills me when you can't, and a lot of games do it. But anyways, yeah. Abyss New Dawn. That's early access. I probably won't play it. Fight slime. That's in the video. Not fight slimes or anything. It's just fight slime singular. Or the general concept of slime, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not excited to play this. Let's put it
I'm
that way.
not either.
All right, moving on to something I am excited to play.
Okay.
Starbirds.
Okay, let's see here. So I tried looking at
Starbirds.
this. Oh yeah, I remember this one now. Yeah.
So Starbirds have announced that their early access is releasing on the 4th of September. So just to remind people, this is the game made by the people who did Dorfromantik, and it is based on the YouTube channel Kurzgesagt in a nutshell. They do like science-based videos, very interesting videos, all very meticulously researched and stuff. And this is in their art style, and it is a asteroid base building and resource management game.
Yeah, it's a lot. Those are a lot of words, but the game looks good. I don't want to like.
You know Dorfromantik, right?
You know
the
don't
game?
actually. No.
You don't know Dorfromantik?
No.
You definitely recognize it if you clicked on it. Click through to the developer on Steam and click on Dorfromantik. It's a really it's got the like tiles, like the hexagonal tiles, and it's like a building puzzle game.
That is just Settlers of Catan.
Game. It's it pretty much. But it's single player, I think.
Sure.
It's got 15,000 overwhelmingly positive reviews. It's a very big game.
Sure. Okay. Is it good? Have you played it?
I haven't played it, but I mean, it's overwhelmingly positive on the Steam.
That's true.
Like people like it.
I guess so. That's true.
It's not. I'm not the biggest management game guy. You know that.
Yeah, that is true. So I will say, okay, for Starbird, so it is very heavy on the management. You have networks of cables and roads and flow. But I think the art style is very charming.
What I like about it as well is it's very small scale.
Yeah.
So I think one of my issues with management games is here's an infinite canvas. Make something. And you're like, but maybe I don't want to. And what this does is it goes, here's a mini asteroid.
Yeah.
Mine it. And then those all connect together eventually. And so it does create this bigger thing, but it's like much smaller scale at the start.
Very piecewise. Yeah. I see what you're saying. I think that's cool too. Very like discrete, as in with the E at the end. Discrete units of resource management, and then you connect them all together for a bigger network. I like it. That's a fun idea.
Yeah.
Also, your birds. I like the parrot, a toucan. I don't know what bird that is. It looks like it has a toucan beak, but it's a parrot, so I'm not sure. I like that bird.
Alrighty. So that's 4th of September that comes out. Starbirds.
That's sooner than it should be. Oh, where did August go? Jeez.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks away. Less than 2 weeks away. That's a week and a half away. That'll be a week away when this game episode comes out. Alrighty, next we have Lens Island. They've released their 1.1 update. That is out now. That includes, it is the community feedback update. It brings a bunch of changes such as free camera orbiting. Junk loading settings and performance boost. You can change how far away you can see things, which is really cool. If you've got like a really good computer, you can see islands miles away in the distance. I really like that because
that's cool.
Yeah, it's really nice. Increased performance of buildings and farms, always good. A sorting button for storage items should have been there in 1.0. Edit constructions with new move button. The move button should have been 1.0. Why on earth was that not? I don't understand. This was one of the things I complained about in my review of it.
Yeah.
Why on earth did I have to delete something and recreate it? So silly. You did, at least when you recycled something, you got all the materials back, so you didn't waste anything. But it's just still such an annoying process.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I feel like almost every game that has you, building constructs or buildings or whatever should have this feature. And a lot of them don't. I don't know why.
Yeah. Another thing that should have been in there is the crop status UI. So if you hover over a crop, you can see whether it's ready to harvest or not.
That seems important.
Yeah. I found out later on. So after the podcast, I found out that you can craft a scythe. And if you use the scythe, it only gets rid of things that are harvestable. But before that, you just have to guess.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
And also a new companion, the black bear. So you can get
Now,
an animal black bear companion.
now this I like just because I like bears in general. Good for you. You added a bear.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah,
pet the
I think
bear?
I'm probably going to stick with my dog. I like my dog, but
Yeah,
bear's tempting.
I'm
Um,
tempted. I don't play this game, but if I did, I'd get a bear.
I haven't played it for a few weeks, but I will hopefully get back into it at some point. The problem is this is the one that I have to play on my computer with my mouse and keyboard. So, you know. Next we have Disney Dreamlight Valley, a new I was supposed to say
What
new episode.
property is it today or this time?
This is the emotional rescue update. Let's see. Joy and sadness. You've got so there we go. We've got
Inside Out,
Inside
as
Out.
in
That's what it's called. Yeah.
Joy and Sadness TM with the capital letters. um, that how should I put this? Like, this is complete nonsensical. Like, there's no logic in this world because it's just whatever cartoons. But but despite that, I don't know. It feels weird that you can hang out with psychological constructs when the rest of the guys are actual lions or dogs or people. But whatever. I liked Inside Out. I didn't see Inside Out too. Inside Out first one was a good movie.
I enjoy. I think Inside Out 2 was just as good, if not better, than Inside Out 1.
Ooh, that's interesting. I'll have
It's
to
very
check
good.
that out.
I think that so many sequels, I understand why people get frustrated with them, but I think Inside Out was not. I mean, whether it was a cash grab or not, I don't care, right? Like, it doesn't
Yeah,
feel like a grab. It feels like a continuation of the story in
sure.
good
I mean,
and better ways, right? Like,
yeah,
it takes the concept and goes further with it, in a way that
yeah.
can completely break you.
Sure, sure. I mean, yeah, okay. It's not it's difficult, but being a cash grab and being an excellent sequel are not mutually exclusive.
Exactly.
Just very, very rare, but it's theoretically possible. So sure. Okay, I have one question from the
Go for it.
sequel. Okay. So you remember in the first movie, you sometimes you see the minds of other people, the parents or whatever, and they have the
Yes.
five emotions. Do they explain why all these other emotions weren't there?
No.
No, darn it.
Explain
Darn
why
it.
they weren't there with the main character who I can't remember the name of, but not why the new ones
Riley.
wouldn't be in Riley, that's her name, yeah. But why they wouldn't be in the other ones. No, they don't
Yeah,
explain that.
darn it. It's fine.
Oh no,
It's fine.
they do yeah, they do explain
Yeah,
why they're not in Riley.
I mean, it makes sense that you get new emotions as you get older. You get, more
Yeah.
nuanced. It totally makes sense.
The metaphors are both fun and painful.
Mm. Now, you say, is it painful because it's too real? Is that what it is?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're a big anxiety boy, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
know, yeah.
Yeah, then yeah. Watch it,
Oh,
but watch it on an emotionally stable day.
oh,
Or
so it can be,
semi emotionally stable.
so that was, so the rest of your day can be emotionally unstable.
No, I think it's one of those ones where it'll break you, but in a healing way.
Sure, sure. Yeah, no, I get that. I
You know,
get
like
that.
therapy. You go into
Yeah,
therapy and sometimes you come out crying, but also you feel
yeah,
better in some ways as
yeah.
well. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I mean, like the first one.
Not that
Shocker.
watching films, obviously important to note, watching films is not a suitable alternative to therapy. Do therapy, please and thank you.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Do that.
If you can afford it.
You
If you can't,
go
talk to your friends.
or go. Okay, yeah, here's my PSA helpful hint for the day. I always recommend because therapy can be very expensive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially out in the States where we have to deal with, medical insurance and yada yada. If you find that to be a challenge, go seek out your nearest university. They may have a clinic with students in training to be psychologist counselors, which
Mm.
is usually generally affordable, and or they can make it affordable. And it's pretty okay because they still are supervised by actual, fully certified therapists and whatnot. So it's yeah, go look at your local university. Anyways, so that's Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Yes, that's Disney Dreamlight Valley. Go to therapy. Uh, next, we have Overthrown. They have released a coastal update. So that
Okay.
includes some coastal related things.
Okay, so I saw that, and my first question was, "What is Overthrown?" I did not remember this game
This
at
is this is the
all.
one where you can like uh pick up the sawmill and throw it at trees, and it'll turn the trees into planks of wood, stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's
which
like
is
the do whatever you want game.
it's a very cool concept to be honest. I saw it.
You can also Naruto run.
Yep, you are Naruto running across water and everything. And it's multiple. It's chaotic and boy, that main character, the default design or whatever, that is a Breath of the Wild outfit. That is blue Link blue. Um,
Yeah, fair.
but it's fine. What a wild, goofy game. What a novel idea to pick up the sawmill and chop down the whole forest by running with it, or throwing buildings at the invaders. That's good stuff. I like that. That's fun. Coastal. I like coastal stuff. You can throw a pirate ship now.
All right, next we have Star Sand Island have released a trailer for the game. Have you watched it yet, Kevin?
Let me see. Which one is this? No, this is not the. Uh, hold on. There's a lot of games. I'm trying to remember which one. This isn't the allegory game. Um,
The allegory game?
yeah, no, we'll get to that later. Uh, oh gosh, I missed this one. I was going through the docket. I missed this one actually. Let me see here. Live reaction. Okay, those are pretty graphics. Hate the name, of course, goes without saying.
Yeah.
Oh, that's anime. That is some anime. Okay, a lot of
Yep.
customization, farming, cat. Ooh, is that an arcade? Actual arcade? That is. Why is it always snake? They always be. Oh, you're right on a deer. There's some pandas and a bamboo raft. Oh, build your aquarium. Oh, I kind of remember. Yeah, and I remember this. Build the house, 3D Spirit Fair house. Yeah. Water slide into the ocean. This is a lot of stuff. Yeah, build your 3D Animal Crossing Spirit Fair pool party house. Okay.
I feel like this
That's
game is either going to be another Stardew Valley, like a big, really popular, really good farming game, or
yeah.
it's Sugar Dew Island again. And I can't tell
Ugh.
which.
There is a
Like, I
middle
don't think there's going to
ground.
be a middle here.
You don't think so?
I don't know
I
for this
kind of.
game. Like there are many games in the middle ground. I don't think this one can be in the middle ground.
Mm,
It's one or the other.
I
Like it
mean,
might be that this game is entirely fake. I'm still not convinced it's not.
I mean, you have reason to believe that there's a guy playing guitar with ostriches and sheep as his backup dancers. That's I like that. I don't know if it's real,
You can get a
but
boat with a water slide
into the ocean.
for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm so confused about the boat. Where's the boat? Like, am I riding the boat somewhere? Because I can customize the boat, right?
Yeah.
But
It makes
like,
you think like it's your main base, but they show
but
you a
it's not. You've got
room.
a farm.
Yeah.
So what is
You
this? Why is this boat? Is it for traveling places or is it just a second home? Why was I
probably.
going down the slide in my full suit? So many questions.
There's a lot of questions. Why are you writing a legendary Pokemon? Not the
And an
ostrich, the
ostrich.
deer one.
Yeah, I know. I saw the deer, but the ostrich definitely looks. I would ride an ostrich. That sounds
I,
fun.
I
Also, there's a baby chick on the ostrich's head for some reason.
it does sound fun. Oh yeah, there is Oh, I think you can customize the ostrich. I see one with the flower too. I don't
There's a
know.
snake mini game where instead of a snake, you're a capybara
Which is I don't like that concept.
of a
I don't
long
like
capybara.
Yeah, no. Or rather the capybara gets longer. No, I don't get that.
Oh, you're fine with a long capybara just as long as it stays the same length. Is that what
Yes,
you're
I
saying?
don't I don't like yes, it's the increase here that's making me uncomfortable. But yeah. It's a wild game. I don't know what to think. It looks real enough, but you can put a carousel in the middle of your boat. It's wild. I don't know what is the point of all or like what is the impetus here? Why do you ride ostriches? I don't get it.
To get around fast,
Uh,
obviously. Come on.
yeah. Apparently riding ostriches is incredibly dangerous in real life.
Well, yeah,
Um,
obviously.
yeah. Yeah,
They're
but like,
terrifying birds.
yeah, they are. I like them though. Anyways, I mean, it has caught my attention just because it's I don't know what to make of it. I'll say that, right? It hasn't put me off. So good for you, Star Sand. Even with the name, you've caught my attention to a degree, Star Sand Island.
I also worry that there might just be too much in this game. That's always a problem with these games.
It feels like that's kind of a recurring theme these days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they're just let's do Stardew but bigger or add more and bloat and yeah.
Well, we'll see. We will keep you posted on this game.
We're obligated to.
Next, we have Harvest Moon Home Sweet Home Special Edition. So this is the console version of this game for Switch and PS5. We now have a price. It is $40 and it's up for pre-order now, coming out Q4.
We all know what it is. It's the Harvest Moon, the Natsume. Well, I'm not gonna get it. I'll be honest.
That's fair. I will say, I still think this is actively a good game. My big question is there going to be an update coming to the mobile version that gives us the stuff that this version has, like the hover bike and stuff like that?
I wouldn't rule it out. Natsume has been surprising us lately, so maybe actually it's more than 0% chance.
Yep. I never expected an update for this game on the console to give us controller support, for example. Never expected that, and we got it. So maybe. But it's weird that they've not done anything about it, like told us anything about it yet.
Well, it's better than Skong, the communication.
Next, we have in what is both surprising and not surprising crossovers. Like, was this on your bingo card of crossovers?
Well, no,
but
because
if you told me this was going to happen, I would say, okay, sure, I can see that. And that is Infinity Nikki cross Stardew Valley.
Okay, so to begin with, I was not familiar with Infinity Nikki. So that was my first response. What is Infinity Nikki? I watched.
This is the dressing up game, isn't it?
I watched the trailer. I watched a gameplay trailer. I still don't understand what this game is.
I'm pretty sure this is the yes, it's the dress up game.
Yeah, so the whole it's also gacha?
Yes, it's a gacha dressing up game.
Okay.
So the
it's very
collaboration is in Infinity Nikki. It's not in Stardew Valley. But I don't think we know for certain. I didn't notice anything in the trailer that gave us an indication as to what it was, but I'm guessing it's Stardew inspired outfits in Infinity Nikki.
I thought that 3D still pixelated, but 3D Junimo was in the game.
Yeah, I think that's just this is the trailer. I don't think that actually is going to be in the game.
I don't know. I kind of feel like it is. It felt that was a very detailed model for just a trailer, in my opinion. 'Cause there's creatures to some extent in this game. I don't know what they do, but yeah, I don't know. But regardless, like it's first of all, it's but so many other Stardew crossovers, like it's 2D pixelated indie developer, whatever, right? Like it's kind of on the same realm of Stardew. Infinity Nikki is a very high fidelity 3D anime Mahoyo looking game. So it's wild to see started kind of getting upgraded in like just visually, up to that level.
Oh, here's interesting. So apparently, the up Infinity Nikki is getting updated to have homes. Apparently, it didn't have homes before, and farming.
Yeah. That's correct. I did see that.
So that's
And wow,
interesting.
there's your avenue. What a get for this Infinity Nikki. Go for the big one, Stardew to introduce your new home farming update with it. Um, yeah, this whole thing is wild. Apparently, so the internet thought so too.
Yeah, so we've got. So just to clarify, I think this article is mostly clickbait, but
Yeah, I
I
agree.
wanted to just have a quick chat about it. So this is a random article on a random site. Stardew Valley creator defends free Infinity Nikki crossover after backlash as he genuinely thought the players would like it. So, um, I don't think he's actually responding to complaints about the fact that this exists. The quote comes from a tweet where he says, there have been a few collaborations between Stardew Valley and other games over the years. To be clear, I never receive any money from these collabs. I've only done them because I was a fan of the other games or because I genuinely thought the players would like it. That is not like the headline definitely makes it sound like he's specifically talking about this collab, and he's like makes it sound like it's going, oh, I'm really sad people don't like it. I genuinely thought the players would like it. Like that doesn't seem to be the case. And if you look in the YouTube comments for this video, like it is mostly positive, or mostly just like shock in general, right?
I don't know because the Concerned Dave tweeted this just a couple days ago, right around the time of the trailer dropping. So I think he might be. Obviously, he has a lot of people that follow him and send him comments and stuff. So I suspect there was a maybe not a large, but you know how these things are, a vocal minority of people who complained about this because I can see the logic, right? Concerned Day, Stardew, that's a success, right? He's already getting success from Stardew, and now he's collabing with the Gotcha game, which is probably making insane boatloads of money because Gotcha games, that's what they do.
Yeah.
Look at that. And now he's collaborating with big money Gotcha.
Yeah. So my I suspect it was a small number of people who are like, oh, can't believe he's doing this. He must just be getting a bunch of money. And so he's like, no, I'm not getting money. And that's all he really cared about doing.
Yeah.
Right. That's because that's
Sure,
really
sure.
all he said is, I don't get money from the collabs. Play it or don't. I don't care. Right. Like I think
pretty
these are
much
fun. And that's basically what he's saying, which is a fair thing to point out. I just feel like this then article just takes it as like this stupid over the top forced to apologize because it's just like, oh my word, gonna know. And then of course I'm playing into that by talking about it.
Yep. And then
I'm still not sure what this collab actually is as well.
I think the 3D Junimo is part of it. I'm standing by that.
We'll see. I think it'll just be inspired designs, but we will see.
Yeah, I don't know. How should I put this? It's wild to me that Concerned Ape knew what this game was from what I've seen in other interviews. He seems a little out of touch with the game sphere.
Maybe.
But here we are.
All right, to finish off the news, we have two new games to talk about. And I don't know why, but this is apparently horror time. One of them is called We Harvest Shadows, a single player first person farming horror allegory. Become a recluse, build up your farm, and survive the lonely nights.
Yeah, this is what I said was the allegory game.
Oh, right, okay, there we go.
Yeah. This is just straight horror. There is no cozy here. It's full 3D, first person, spooky lighting, rundown shack you're living in. You are leading a lamb to a sacrifice, it looks like. I don't like that. Okay. One thing I hate about not just games, but like I hate when anything describes itself as an allegory, excuse me.
Yeah.
Because like that kind of defeats the point. You
Yeah.
should be able to figure it out. And the
Also,
worst
an
part,
allegory to what? Right? Like you
exactly
can't just
right.
say that.
Exactly. If you're gonna tell me, okay, what is it for? Tell me, right? Because if you're gonna be, maybe you're inspired off something or give me a general idea, I guess I can get it. But you're just okay. You're why? Why are you telling me you mean something? That's like this game has thoughts. This game has emotions. Okay, good for you. I would hope your game does.
Yeah,
But
what am I meant to do with this information? Like,
yeah,
bizarre.
it's very bizarre.
Oh
Anyways, the
man, boy,
game
those creatures
itself.
are horrifying. Sorry, I was just watching the end of the trailer and just got
Oh
jump
yeah,
scared from that
yeah,
horrible creature.
yeah. That's it. I was about to say that exactly. It is very just straight horror. Those are Resident Evil esque looking creatures at the end of that trailer. And you got a shotgun, and I don't know what you're supposed to survive, and you're still farming somehow, apparently.
Obviously, I mean, why not?
Yeah. Uh, I'm generally not a big horror, like straight horror guy, at least game wise. So I don't know if I'll be checking it out, but it, it's a little more refreshing than what is it, Star Sand Island maybe question mark.
Yeah.
Abyss New Dawns, but definitely more exciting than that.
And the other one, which I'm not 100% sure whether we have or haven't talked about this one, because like some things are
We
ringing
have.
bells. We have
I
talked about this,
or
right?
I am like positive, or did
It's
we
not.
talk about it
It's
just on Discords? I can't remember because it was
this
on a
is the thing. I
direct.
can't tell. It's on. It's not. It wasn't on my list of games that are upcoming. So I either didn't talk about it or I forgot to put it on the list. But anyway, we're talking about it now. That's never way. The
Yeah.
interesting thing about this one is the pixel artist is the one who did Celeste. So
Yeah,
that's
so that's good work
exciting.
already.
After quitting her dead end job, Fiona starts over on a farm and becomes the immortal herald of a dead god. Make friends, fight through horrors, and pay your debt in this nightmarish life sim RPG. This is giving Cult of the Lamb.
Yep, it's still Stardew-esque because you have a town and you're interacting with characters and
Yes,
possibly romancing, but genuine horror. There are some twisted looking visuals in this game. Like Cult of the Lamb, but even the Cult of the Lamb was a little more cartoony, a little more lighthearted.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Stardew, but scary for real. I honestly I'm kind of hyped about it. Because I know I just said I'm generally not into horror, but when you blend horror with something else, then it becomes a little more interesting to me. Because you still have some degree of Stardew-esque facade / elements. Yeah, so it's interesting.
We'll keep an eye on it. It's coming out next year.
Yeah, it was on a
All right.
direct. It got eyeballs on it.
Yes, yeah. All right, we are now going to talk about this list, the 22 best Steam farming games of all time, brackets updated for 2025. So there are 22 games on this, obviously. As far as I can tell, this is not a ranking. This is just games that the person likes and why they like them. So I think we're going to go
Now
through
it's
the list.
somewhere we're wrong.
We're going to talk about each of them and why they're right or wrong, because it's not just going to be wrong.
Yeah.
Because we start off, Kevin, with Stardew Valley as best overall farming sim.
Wrong. No. QR YouTube reaction GIF, thumbnails.
How dare you like Stardew Valley? You're such a normie.
Exactly. Okay, I mean, yeah, like so. When did Stardew release? That was 2016? The Switch, right? When it dropped, yeah.
No, the Switch one
2016.
drops in 2017, but
That was 1.0 release, right? Wasn't it?
no, it wasn't. It came out after the 1.0 release. I'm pretty sure,
Well, I could've
because
sworn it was around
Stardew
that
Valley
time.
did not have an early access.
Oh, never mind. Then I'm wrong.
2016, yeah.
Okay. Well, still, the point is almost a decade. We're close enough. I'll say almost a decade, and Stardew is still king. You could argue Story of Seasons is the actual king of farming games, but in the modern day, at least cottagecore, Stardew is king, and undeniably.
Yeah, I think I tried to say a couple of years ago that I thought Coral Island was better, but I don't go back to Coral Island. I've
Yeah,
tried, but I keep going back to Stardew.
and
Um,
personally, there when I look at rankings or the quality of something, like there is, in my opinion, an element of the game's influence or how iconic it is that is separate from its actual quality. I There are probably better, just gameplay mechanic wise, games out there than Stardew. I'd argue Wildflowers is, but I'm still saying the throne goes to Stardew hands down. Because just the length of its influence, it's still ongoing, right? Concerned Ape will never stop, and it's always good when it comes out. It's always good. And really, how much of this list is on the shoulders of Stardew, right? Yeah, I'm no arguments for me. Stardew's king.
Next, we have Fields of Mystria, best new farming game. Um,
Mm,
I would, I could see why somebody would say this, but I do think that Coral Island has a claim to this.
sure, sure. And how new does new have to be? Um, but
Although Coral
y-
Island is on the later on the list for something else, but I think it, you know,
yeah, this is kind of one of the issues with trying to give every game its own ranking or title,
yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
you can say best new game asterisk, not counting these other new games also on the list. um,
yeah, yeah. I do think that Fields of Mystery is up there. It's one of the best. So I think it deserves to be on the list. But best new farming game,
Wait, was
that's a
Fields of
hard one.
Mystery of the one that came with the coins?
What do you mean? The coins? What
You remember the
coins?
coins last week we talked about the merch?
Oh
Was
yeah,
it
yeah.
Fields of
Oh
Mystery?
yeah, the pins, the pins. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, the pins. That's what it was.
Still can't get
Yep,
over that. It's
it's
mad.
gone up in the rankings for me.
I also think that the problem is that Fields of Mystery is still missing a lot of stuff because it's in early access. There's still a lot of stuff that is missing, and so to call it
Oh,
best new farming game
yeah,
feels,
yeah.
that's a bit okay.
Personally, I disqualify any early access game for that particular ranking because,
Yeah,
uh,
I think it's fine to be on the list, but I would maybe say best early access currently. Like
yeah, there you go. There
it's
you go.
definitely the
Exactly.
best farming game that I've played that's currently in early access. I would
There
say.
you go. Exactly. Okay. Um. So yeah. I'm not trying to disregard the quality of Fields of Mystery. I haven't played it
Nope,
myself, but it looks competent.
it's good.
It just there's some qualifiers here that are a little
Exactly,
questionable.
exactly. All right, Kevin, one for you. Wonderstop, best writing team.
I mean, okay. First of all, we're looking at the Stanley Parable. Devs writing. I don't know if it's the same writers, but the devs work. They know how to make good writing or make a game with good writing. So, duh. But also, like, what are we competing against here? What other farming games have good writing?
Stardew
Oh,
Valley.
now, is Stardew Valley have good writing, or is it just good writing by comparison? Because again, what else are we looking at?
I
Farming
mean,
games.
just because it's the only one of few that would be considered good doesn't mean that it's not.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, right? And here's the thing with Stardew Valley, and I think any other farming game with quote unquote good writing, it's all characterization, right? Character interactions, little arcs, little stories. But how many farming games actually have a full plot? That has a decent story and decent writing. Because Wanderstop
That
has that.
feels subjective. I think
Uh,
most have an overall story. Now you could say that most of them aren't good, but I think
yeah.
most of them
Okay.
do have an
Fine.
overarching story, right?
I mean, yes. Stardew's. Well, okay. Stardew's story is technically you inherit Grandpa's farm, and you're living the farm life or whatever.
The
But
story is what you make it. That's the thing, right?
yeah, I was about to say that's part of it too, right? It's very a lot of these games are very open ended, right? So that's hard to write a
Exactly.
story for, especially when you have no endpoint. Wanderstop has a very clear like goal and endpoint, and the journey to get there is great and fantastic. Um,
I
yeah.
double checked of the two writers of the Stanley Parable. One of them is
Oh,
one of the writers on Wonderstop.
well, they did a good job on both. So, but also like even with Stardew, as much as I like it, I don't think Stardew gets very deep. Like there's a bit here or there, a character story that gets a little deep, but Wanderstop gets deep. There's themes, there's emotions. And again, it might just be the nature of the beast because when you're doing open world sandbox farming games, like that's going to be hard to do. When the goal of the game is just to zen out, make a zen experience farming or whatever. It Wanderstop has great writing because it was designed for great writing, right? Like they were very clearly going for that. So it's a little unfair, but the point is like there's no arguing against it. Yeah, it's best writing in any farming game.
Next, we have Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town, best for nostalgia.
Um,
And I
um,
have two issues with this. One, I don't think Friends of Mineral Town is one of the best farming games. I
I'd
wouldn't put it on my top 22.
I'd give
Um,
it to the other Story of Seasons remake.
well, this is the thing. This is the problem is the best for nostalgia is so subjective. What
Yeah.
is, I mean, actually, I think that Stardew Valley is nostalgic
I
for
was about to
most
say that too. You
farming
could
game
argue
players, right?
Yeah, I was about to say that. You could argue Stardew Valley is the best for nostalgia.
So this is obviously clearly from the creator of this list. This is put in because it's best for nostalgia for them, and that's fair enough. I'm not trying
Yeah.
but like that is quite a claim to put on something
Yeah.
as best for
Yeah.
nostalgia. I don't think I would recommend this game to anybody unless they played the original. And
Yeah.
then I don't need to recommend it to them, right? Like the game misses so many quality of life improvements that
Yeah.
other games have now, and it's fine, but
Yeah.
you're better playing a different game.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. But I guess that's why it's for nostalgia, right? Like that's
I still
exactly
think you're better playing a different game for nostalgia.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, no,
Like
that's
as you
fair.
say, for you, A Wonderful Life is much better for
Yeah,
nostalgia.
yeah,
For
yeah,
me,
I
Stardew
agree.
was my first farming game,
Yeah.
so it's going to be the nostalgic one. It's been 8 years.
That's wild. That is wild. Stardew Valley at this point, really, I think at this point, even you
Eight
could
years. Come
say,
on.
yeah, you could say you could play for nostalgia now or for the nostalgia it invoked back when it came out. Either way, yeah. And you know what? I think this is the first one we're really disagreeing with, right? And again, this list is from just one person, just one writer. This is basically her blog, Miss Carmen from Cozy Game Review. So, it's not like we're saying she's an authority and we're arguing against it.
No,
We're
no,
the
no.
authority. We're here to set the record straight.
Next, we have Coral Island, which I agree with being on the list, but the reason it's on the list is best hand drawn art. Uh,
Oh,
okay.
mm,
Of all the reasons to put Coral Island on a list, I don't know why you would choose that very specific. Is it hand drawn art? I didn't know that.
I also
What
didn't know that. Isn't it 3D?
it is, yeah.
Is I don't I don't know if you'd call that hand drawn art then, right? I would assume a hand drawn game has to by default be 2D.
Yeah, I don't know.
um so
And maybe
that's
they mean the character portraits
yeah, I mean maybe the
because they're
designs were
2D.
hand drawn. Oh, maybe that, but even then, I don't know about
They
that.
don't clarify what they mean in the description they've got
Right.
underneath the game. There's nothing, no mention of the art, so I don't know what they mean.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think
yeah.
this is a very good game that should definitely be on the list, but I would put like I think the thing it does best is adding new small ideas and refining the idea of what a farming game is. I think what it
Yeah.
does is people who don't like 2D 8-bit games would enjoy this more because it's 3D models, it's higher quality images. I think some people prefer that. I think there are many reasons like that you would play this.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the Coral Island does deserve to be on this list. Just a very weird angle to go for. I agree. Ugh.
Wildflowers, best for inclusivity of cast.
Okay, so I mean, this
is this sound saying I don't disagree, but
yeah. Okay, this feels weird because, of course, I'm going to say Wildflowers 1000% deserves to be on this list because it's an incredible game. Now, it is true. It is probably one of the most inclusive casts because they went down to check. They made a checklist of how do we include every minority and every representation and identity we can think of and include them all because it very much feels like they did. So there's no denying it is an inclusive cast. But my butt is kind of like Coral Island. I feel like the game. Just there's probably a different angle. I'm not sure what it could be, but the game does other stuff better. Like that's not the standout thing for Wildflowers for me. But maybe this is what we have to pick because I'm not going to argue it's the best game, right? I'm not going to choose it over Stardew or whatever. And you just got to find a reason on the list. So you know what? Maybe that's the best we could do. I don't know.
It very much feels like, here's the list. Let me see what I can shoehorn these descriptions into. Because next we have Sunhaven, best skill tree / leveling mechanic. And you know what? You're not wrong, but one, do I want my farming game to have a skill tree? And two, there is not much competition.
I kind of respect Carmen for this hustle. Like, how do you fit? How can you justify this game on this list? There is an art to that. I will say that. That's good. I like that. Best skill tree for your farming game.
This is the first game that neither of us have played. So probably not much we can say about that, but yeah. I think it does a lot of interesting things that other games have now done as well, in terms of like the spells and the RPG aspects and stuff like that. Maybe it is still really good for that. I'm not a big RPG person. I know you do like your RPGs.
Do like my RPGs.
Maybe you got to play this game sometime, Kevin.
I love my rocket-propelled grenades. Maybe I should. You know what? I like this list because this is giving us a reason to maybe think about going back. Sunhaven. Yeah.
Well,
yeah. If this I just want to say, I will say I do love a good skill tree, so maybe I will check it out. Not just only looking for my farming games, but my favorite skill trees are like the web kind that it's like nodes on like a spider web, and then you can expand to the next one. Anyways, go ahead, next one.
Well, speaking of games that we don't want to go back to, Rune Factory 4 Special, best combat and dungeon integration. And I would strongly disagree with this. Mm-hmm. First of all, I don't think this should be on the list at all. And secondly, in what world does this have the best combat? What world does it have the best dungeon integration? It was so bad. It was very much a game that should not have been ported and should have been left where it was. I think that Stardew Valley has really bad combat, and it has better combat than this. I do not like this game. I do not like the combat. I do not like the dungeons. It's bad. I don't like it. Now, I think that doesn't mean that other people can't enjoy it, but calling this good combat is wild to me.
Okay. I haven't played it, so I can't, directly speak to that, but a Rune Factory entry should probably on this list. I don't know if this is the one. I can't even comment if this Rune Factory is better than other ones, but yeah, I'm just gonna have to defer to your judgment here.
I am not recommending Rune Factory 4. right? Like that
Sure.
is a mad idea to recommend Rune Factory 4. Like I think if you're wanting a Rune Factory, you want the most immersive and up to date one. I don't think you want
Yeah.
the one that is a port of a 12-year-old game.
Yeah, yeah, you know what? That's probably fair. Yeah, yeah, I'm not gonna argue with you there.
13-year-old game, sorry.
Jeez Louise. Oh my gosh, that's combat older than Stardew's combat. Jeez Louise.
It's not good.
Uh,
Uh next we have, speaking of games that are better than Rune Factory 4, that is Harvestella.
well,
Um,
hey, that's unfair. You could use that for literally any other entry on this list. Maybe, maybe. No, that's not true. There's at least one. Never mind. Okay,
yeah,
go
oh
ahead.
yeah,
It's
don't you worry,
Harvestella.
don't you worry.
I
We'll get
forgot
to that.
about
We'll get to that.
that.
Harvestella, best main story.
Okay, it's made by
Um,
Square Enix. Sure, fair. I haven't played it. I can tell you it probably has a better main story than everything else.
yeah. Again, this is one that neither of us have played.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue. It's made by Squeenix. You know, I don't know if you know this, Al. They've made a story or two in their day.
yeah,
Uh,
that is fair. That is fair.
so yeah, I'm fine if you want to give them that. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not. I think I get why this is on the list.
yeah, that's fine. That's fair.
It's not for me.
Sure.
10, Roots of Pacha, best for shaking up the genre. Um, I don't understand this. I understand why this is on the list. I think that Roots of Pacha is, as far as I can tell, a good game. I haven't
Yep.
played this one, but I do think it's probably a good game. I, however, don't think it shakes up the genre much at all. Right?
That could go for Coral Island or Wildflowers, right?
Oh, I'm
Even
not even. I don't even think they do particularly. Like I would really struggle to figure out what I think best shakes up the genre. But I don't think it's Roots of Pacha because I think this is entirely based on, oh, it's set in the past, and so everything
yeah,
looks
I
different. And you're
I
like,
was
oh,
about to
instead of sprinklers, we have the watering channels. I can't remember the irrigation channels, and you're like, okay, but like that's not fundamentally different, right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
everything is just like, oh, it's like saying Flintstones, shakes up um uh,
Sitcoms.
sitcoms, and you're just like, no, it doesn't. It's just everything is a dinosaur, right? Like
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
funny concept, and I'm not saying
yeah.
it's not good, but it doesn't do change anything fundamentally. It's right, it
So,
just
so you know what's funny is I'd argue to include Roots of Pacha on this list, but my title or the award would be for almost the exact opposite reason of what they're saying. I'd give it the award for the best Stardew clone.
yeah,
because
that's fair.
I think it follows the Stardew formula to a T. But it does its flavor of the prehistoric past very well. But that's not shaking up the game. It's just
No,
it's good execution, a good art style slash setting. It just does what it sets out to do very well. So yeah, it's Roots Punch is a great game. An easy recommend to anyone who's a Stardew fan. But I'm not gonna say it's shaking up the game because it is Stardewing all
yeah,
over.
I think you could say, babe, best setting would be a good one, possibly as well,
Well, I
right?
guess
Like it,
sure.
it's it, it, in terms of the other games on the list, I think it's the one that's most different in terms of that aspect. But that's it, I think, fundamentally. I personally would go that Coral Island is the best Stardew clone.
Sure, maybe.
Next, we have Summer and Mara, best for sailing. Yeah, agreed, 100%. Buy this game if you haven't played this game yet. Buy this game; it's great.
Okay.
Buy it now. It's a good game, great
You
game.
know, okay, this is kind of almost an aside, but hold on. Wait, is it on the list? Let me double check. I don't remember the full list. That's a lot of games. But the question I have for some of these titles, especially the 2D hand art award, why are where's the line drawn for farming game? Why is Spiritfarer not included on this list?
That's a fair question. Summer and Mara definitely has farming, and it's quite fundamental to the game. But
Yeah.
I would argue that Spiritfarer also is quite fundamental to the game.
Yeah, it's not a deep farming system, but it is a very active gameplay element. Anyways, not that Spiritfarer has better sailing. I'm just, that is the boat game, so it just made me think.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't.
Yeah,
Right. Like
yeah.
Spiritfarer, the sailing is almost accidental, right? Like
It is.
you click a button and it takes you to a place and it's just
The sailing
slow
is a
travel.
load. It is a loading screen in the
Exactly.
background.
Exactly. Which that is a whole aspect to it, right? Like
Yeah,
you take time to get places and it makes you slow
yeah,
down. And I'm not going to say whether that's good or bad, but it is a thing.
yeah,
Whereas Summer and Mara it was Wind Waker sailing, right? Like
yeah,
that's what you're
yeah,
looking for, and I think it's
yeah.
fantastic in that. I had so much joy playing Summer and Mara. It's such a good game.
Man, ooh, you said Wind Waker, so that's high praise. I might have to check it out if it's Wind Waker sailing.
I think it's
Oh,
so much fun, and the
all
characters
right.
and the story in this game are so much fun. I enjoy this game so much. There's a
Yeah, all
reason I
right.
keep there's a reason I keep playing chibi games. It's
Yeah,
because I played
they
Summer and
made some
Mara
of
and
man.
fell in love with it and the
Ooh,
world.
ooh, that's high praise. All right, you know what? It's worth a shot. I'll look at it at some point, probably.
Farming
Maybe.
Simulator 22, best farming sim for realism. Um,
Duh. That's all I have to say.
well, I have a couple of questions. Why 22? Why not?
Um,
Why not one of the later ones? Right, that's an
well,
interesting choice.
you know
Uh,
what my theory is? This she made this list when 22 was the latest one and didn't
fair enough.
update
Fair
it.
enough. Yeah, that would be fair. Uh,
Just put Farming Simulator X, fill in whatever number you want.
yeah. Farming Simulator brackets the latest one. Uh,
Exactly.
yeah, this is probably true. I'm. Do people actually want this? Who are like, no, not do people. Obviously, there
Yes.
are people who want it. It is a market. The same people that like, well, not necessarily, but this, in the same sort of way as people like, Truck Simulator and stuff like that. There are always going
Yeah.
to be people who like this sort of realistic thing. I don't think there's much overlap between Stardew people and Farming Simulator people.
Oh, probably not, which is very weird, right? Because they are both, hardcore underlying farming games, but so different at the same time. But yeah, I mean, I agree. No, we did an episode on Farming Simulator finally, because I don't remember who played it. I don't think it was either
It
of
was it
us.
was Johnny and Cody.
There you go. But most of us have never had much of an itch to play Farming Simulator. Like, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's great. Even just it doesn't call to me because I'd rather spend time in Roots of Pacha or whatever.
Literally
But
any other game.
well, you say that, Al. I can think of a game or two that could challenge that.
Okay, yeah, okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Fae Farm, best for cross-platform play.
This is
Um,
okay. I haven't
okay.
played Faith Farm, so I can't
Mm,
comment on the
Here you go.
quality.
This is the game. This is the game I would put for best for shaking up the genre. This is it.
Oh,
That I've just decided.
all right. Well, there you go. Okay, that is okay. That is a better award than cross-platform play.
It's not a game that I want to play a lot, but it is a game that does a lot of things that I want to be in other games.
Mm, okay. Okay, well there you go. Okay, that is something then worthy of being on the list. Boy, cross-platform play, we're stretching here. We're reaching
Yeah. Well,
for
speaking of reaching, research story best for puzzle lovers. Um, I,
Hmm?
I've never really thought of research story as a puzzle game.
Yeah.
Um, but I guess you could go with that. Like, I feel like maybe Botany Manor would be a better choice for a puzzle farming game,
Yes. Yes.
or
Roots of
Wonderstop. I
Pacha.
think Wonderstop had puzzle aspects to it in terms of the potions, right? Or the tea. Sorry, the tea. Sorry,
Not that. No, I
not
wouldn't
really.
say that. Not really,
Okay.
because basically give you instructions. There's a book you read through and you
Oh,
match it.
okay.
It's not
Okay.
you're not figuring it out.
But
I'd say
Botany Manor is definitely puzzle-esque. That's the whole
sure.
point of it. Is you're
Roots
going
of
through.
Pacha
Right.
has some puzzles in the dungeons. Like
Oh,
they're not even like I'm not saying they're amazing. I'm just saying, but this is a weird category to begin with because farming games generally aren't puzzle heavy. And yeah, Botany Manor, I agree because the whole game is a mystery, basically, right? Piecing together what's going on. Yeah, Yeah, I don't know. What would we give Research Story the award for?
Best science?
There you go. I was about to say best representation of Cody. That's
No,
probably
no,
not
that's
true. She is
difficult.
actually in a game.
Come on, let's not be silly.
Yeah.
Okay, Farm Together, best for a silly, unserious time. I haven't played this game. Um, I would struggle to believe that it's better of a silly, unserious time uh, than Overthrown, though. Um,
Man, it's not out yet, but I'd even say Southfield.
yeah, yeah, another,
um,
yeah. Is that still
yeah.
not out? My word.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I can't wait for that one. But
It's been ages since they were meant to release the early access, wasn't it?
I think they did enter early access,
No, they didn't. They had a
or was that
date
just a
and they
no? Oh
decided not.
snap!
They ended up delaying
Oh, I
it.
do. Oh gosh, I don't remember. Oh snap! I'm gonna go check that out. You know what? Under the right circumstance, you could nominate Stardew for this good this award.
Sure, but we don't want to give Stardew everything, right?
Yeah, yeah. But I honestly haven't played Farm Together, so I don't know. Maybe I'm dismissing it too much. I can't really say, but there are games that, yeah, even Overthrown, to be honest, you guys are running around holding sawmills, Naruto dashing over water. That's pretty hard to compete with, you know.
Exactly.
Uh,
Uh, Paleo Pines, best for dinosaur pets. Hard to argue
oh,
with that one, right?
yeah, yeah. And I mean, bias or whatever, but it's a good game. Like I'm gonna recommend it. So yeah, fine. That's the one we have to do to get it in. Fine.
Dinkum, best survival farming game. Uh,
Oh, that's
I yeah. Well,
mm.
I feel like there's a bit more of competition for this than you might initially think.
I, I'd argue Minecraft could take this one. um,
Yeah, that's a fair argument.
yeah. I bet like I'm trying to. Okay, what other like true? I haven't played Dinkum. Is that actually true survival? Like you can die? Because I feel like that's an important aspect to survival, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd have to think what other farming games have some sort of. I mean, check even again Stardew, right? Like a lot of these you don't have sort of you don't fully die per se. You just fall unconscious.
Well, I mean, what is dying in these things,
Yeah,
right? Do you die in Minecraft?
kind of. Yes, actually, you respawn, but you do
Yeah,
like.
but that's essentially what's happening with Stardew as well.
Yeah.
It's the
Okay.
same
Fine. Fine.
mechanic.
Fine. Fine.
I'm just arguing about semantics
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. It's fair enough. Either way, I mean. Again, I haven't played Dinkum, so maybe I'm again just totally missing what's going on here. But I feel like that is a tougher genre or award to think about than what they're going for here. But I don't know. I'm also sound like
Next,
a fool.
next we
um,
have Echoes of the Plum Grove, best for multi-generational play. This
uh,
again feels similar to some others in that it is technically true, but not much
yeah,
competition in that
yeah,
aspect.
exactly right. I can't think of another one.
Because you never actually end up playing as your child in A Wonderful Life, do you? They
That is,
just go on.
that is the exact thing I was about to say. And if you play the game right, they can inherit the farm supposedly, but you don't play as them or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's what I thought.
Uh,
That's what I thought.
yeah. So yeah. Yeah, winner by default. Good for you, Echoes of the Plum Grove.
It probably should be on there. It's an interesting enough mechanic that some people
It
would
is.
find
I
that
agree.
interesting.
Yeah.
I don't like the survival aspect of that in that how easy it is to die.
Yeah.
Personally. Okay, number
Uh,
19.
all right. The reason we decided to do this episode
Uh
because we saw this list, we saw 19, and we were just like both WTF.
Sugar Dew Island, best short farming sim. Uh no, yes, kind of. As in, no, it's not the best at anything. Yes, it is short. And is it a farming sim? Yes, I guess technically it is a farming sim. Um, what I of all the like, if you're gonna try and make some justification of this, at least like pretend that the shop is an interesting mechanic, right? And use that instead, right? I hate this game so much. It is such a bad game. It is such a cash grab game, if you will.
Yeah.
There's so much about this game that I hate.
Yeah, I mean,
Ooh,
like,
bad game.
so Stardew Clone is such a massive part of the genre, right? And so we see both extremes of the spectrum, right? We see games like Coral Island or Paleo or Roots of Pacha, and then at the other end, yeah, Sugar Dew Island.
I wouldn't say this was a Stardew clone. Stardew clone. I expect a good, well-rounded game. This is not. This doesn't have 90% of the mechanics from Stardew.
Well, okay, there you go. That's fair too.
It has
Uh,
one mechanic. It's the farming. That's it. If you like farming day after day and never having any real progression other than you're farming more, then go for it. But it is a bad game. This should not be on this list. It is the one that I do not. No, it's bad. It's bad game.
could you argue oh gosh, what was the name of that Tiny Garden to dethrone it here?
Yeah, there we go. Tiny Garden, best short
There
farming sim.
you
Also,
go.
also could be in the running for best puzzles.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. There, yeah. Ooh, there you go. Sugar Blue Island doesn't have a crank mechanic, does it? Just
All
saying.
right, time for one for Kevin to argue with. Over Magica, best creature collecting farming sim.
Oh, okay. I haven't played Over Magica, so this is going to be hard. I can't argue against it per se, but
No,
let's
but you
see.
can argue for something else.
Yeah, I'm trying to think here. We got Moonstone Island, which
I mean, that's the obvious one, right?
yeah, that's the obvious one. You know what? Honestly, no, I'd give it to Paleo Pines, to be honest. Like,
Ooh, okay.
I'd give it because Paleo Pines is a creature collector. I mean, not the standard Pokeball or whatever, but you're amassing a whole, you know, farm ranch filled with dinosaurs to help you out.
Yeah.
You can collect them in different colors and stuff, and they actually help you with the farming. That's like anytime I think of the concept of a creature collector and farming, the biggest thing is the creatures should be directly interacting with your farm, right? You want both parts to be substantial
Mm.
and you want them to work together.
Which Over Magica does do.
It does do okay. Like I said, I haven't played it, so maybe this is why you keep Over Magica and give Paleopines the other one. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to argue against it. Just my pick would be Paleopines because that's the one I know. But hey, if they do help you farm, that is a very good sign. I will give Over Magic a thumbs up for that because Moonstone Island is much more creature collector than farming. The farming part of it is just to create items to catch more monsters with. That is all. And the monsters don't help you do anything with the farm. So yeah, that is not what I'd want when I try to blend these two categories together. So you know what? Maybe Over Magica does deserve it because these are monsters or magical creatures or whatever, as opposed to just dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs and all, but getting the chance to go creative with fictional creatures, that's fun too. So I like the fairy slime. I will say that, or bug, whatever that is.
I do. I will say what. So, like in general, I think that this. I've still not played Over Magic. I'm waiting for the 1.0. I do think that there seems to be a lot of love and care that's gone into this game, and this is one of those ones that's built by an individual. So I do not want to be too harsh on these things. I will say it's. I feel like it's difficult to justify the best creature collection farming game as where all the creatures are blobs.
That is true. Yeah, that is true.
And it's not to say that that is a bad thing, and it's not to say
Yeah.
that there hasn't been thought gone into all the designs because they're not just different colored blobs. They have different
Yeah.
designs, and some of them do
Yeah.
look quite interesting. But fundamentally, they are still all blobs.
They are. Yeah. Mm. You know what the problem is? We need more entries in this specific combination of genres. Give it to me. Give me more straight to my veins. It's what I want more than anything in the world. A farming sim where your creatures help you. Oh.
I think
Um.
Sunhaven does that as well.
Ooh. 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 I gotta
Although
play
it's more,
Sunhaven.
maybe it's more
Darn it.
spells, I think,
Yeah.
than creatures. But all right,
Okay.
Rune
Now,
21, Rune
now for the
Factory,
one that's gonna cause me to actually scream.
Rune Factory, Guardians of Azuma, best for voice acting.
Okay, I'm holding in the screams. Okay, to be fair, I've not played Guardians of Azuma, and it is anime. It's by big money pocket, so I'm sure the voice acting is good here. But let me look at the cast list. Because I mean, obviously, like the joke, the low hanging fruit would be Wildflowers, right? Because we got Ray,
Yeah.
we got Valerie, right? Like the voice acting was solid in Wildflowers, but honestly, like if I to be honest myself, looking in the mirror, the hard truth, as much as I love Ray and the whole cast, overall, Sakana's got some pretty dang good voice acting. Sakana's pretty solid, even if one of them is just a baby.
Yeah.
They might have killed it as that baby. But yeah, no, I like Sakana alone is a tour de force performance. But yeah, I don't. Again, I'm just arguing for one I do know. I haven't played Guardians of Ozma, so maybe the voice acting is good there. I wouldn't be surprised. Again, anime game, um, big big budget money company. So yeah, no, they could be right. I could be dead wrong.
My question is, why is this not replacing Rune Factory 4S when this is a good game and
Uh,
that's a bad game?
there you go. And then there's that. That
Like
yeah,
best for
that's
combat, how about this one?
yeah. There you go. Is this the dancing one, right?
No,
Or no, am I thinking? Or
that was
no, is that the
Harvestella, I
other?
think.
No, 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 no. There was definitely a Rune Factory with the dancing. It might be a different one. Regardless, yeah, I'm sure there's better combat. In this game.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. This was dancing. Yeah.
See, at least even just like mechanically, that not might mean much, but well, flavor wise, that's a little more maybe. Um,
Yeah, I mean, you're still doing kind of standard combat. It's just kind of fluffed up around the dancing, I think.
yeah, exactly. So, probably better than Room Factory 4, probably most likely. Yeah.
All right. You mentioned it already. Sakuna, number 22, the final game on the list. Best for detailed rice farming.
I hate this. I hate this because I love this game so much, and that's the best we're gonna come up with. I hate it.
It is such a bizarre choice for, like, yes, okay, it is the best detailed rice farming game. Name a number one. Name a second one, please.
Again, this is one person who makes the list, right? So, you got to do what you got to do to get sucking on
Yeah.
there. I get it. But it kills me that, you know what? Jeez, why didn't I think of it? How is this not clearing Rune Factory for best combat? The combat's excellent in
Good
Sakana.
question. Good question.
Like, holy moly, it's incredible. The voice acting solid.
This
not
game
hand-
is very good in lots of ways. I just couldn't get past the rice farming. It just drove me demented.
You know what? You know what? Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it is the hardest thing to get over for sure. The rice farming, right? Why are we giving the award for the most divisive part of the game?
Absolutely bizarre decision, but as you say, you got to do what you got to do if you want to get it on the list.
All right, Carmen, listen to me closely. I would have rather you given it for best game to be adapted into an anime.
Yeah, that was the other thing I was thinking of.
If we had to go for one where there's nothing else, go for that one.
So this was an interesting list. I think there were only really two games that we actively disagreed on being on the list, and that would be
Sugardew,
Rune Factory 4S and Sugardew
Sugardew.
Island.
Yeah.
The rest, I think we agree, probably should be on the list, but we would maybe give some different reasonings, shall we
Yeah.
say?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Like clearly Carmen, I mean, this is an extensive list of anyone to have played all these games. She's running cozygamereviews.com. Like I joked that she's one person, but she's definitely has some sort of authority just from experience from playing all these games. So good for Carmen for coming up with this list. And yeah, most of it is solid, like we said. Only two we're really scratching our heads over. But it is a solid list, and I would hand this list to most people like, hey, choose something off this if you want to get into farming games, right? Yeah, lots of easy recommends on this.
Yeah, I would show them this list with a few deleted.
With the big X over Sugardew Island. Yeah, no, of course, but yeah, no, this was fun to do our little YouTube reaction thumbnail on someone else's list.
You won't
Yeah.
believe what was it, number 19?
Yeah, 19 was the one we didn't like.
Just double checking that was definitely
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, it was 19. 19, or wait, was it?
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
yeah,
It was number 18. No, it was number 19. Yeah, you're
It
right.
was 19, yeah. Yeah.
22 best farming games. You won't believe number 19 because
Yeah,
it's wrong.
Oh, man. This is fun.
I don't
But
often people tell people they're wrong about what they enjoy, but if you enjoy Sugardew Island, you're wrong.
You're right.
That's it. I'm sorry. Everything else on this list, fine. Even Rune Factory 4S, I can understand why someone would enjoy that.
Yeah,
Do
sure.
not play Sugardew Island. Do not play it.
Okay. So, this list is exciting because it's a good list for, say you or me or anyone else who listens to the show of, hey, maybe I missed a game. Maybe I should go back to Sunhaven and give that a shot. Maybe I do want to check. I've been wanting to check out Harvestella. Why haven't I played it yet? Et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, this has been fun. Now the next obvious step, get Carmen on the show and have her do her defense.
Well, yes. So I have contacted Carmen to see if she would be interested in coming on and defending her list. I would be up for that. I have not received a response yet. Just doing my journalistic right to reply. The door is open, Carmen, if you ever want to defend your list. And as I say, this is all done in jest.
Yeah, of course.
In general, not a bad list.
Yeah, all the heckling aside, like this is a great list. Good work, Carmen. Very, very cool of you to have done this. So thank you. Thank you for handing us an easy episode.
Yes, absolutely. Especially when we delayed the Tales of Shire episode again. It's coming soon, I promise.
Al, we have a problem, Al.
What's that?
You gotta. Are you gonna let Silk Song beat you? Are you gonna let the Silk Song come out before the Shire episode?
So let's
lighten a fire under you, Al.
That I don't want to promise anything, but no.
No.
I don't foresee anything. Okay, it could still be delayed again, possibly not Silksong, but hopefully it will come out before Silksong.
That's
can't believe we got Silksong before GTA 6.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, no, I'm just saying, we got to have these. You want to get it in there, right? You want to have that badge came out before Silksong came.
Most things did. All right. Thank you, Kevin, for joining me for this episode. Is there anything you want to tell the audience?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd love to tell them a couple hours about why I love Kirby Air Riders Direct, but that is not for this particular episode.
Only 2 months to wait for the game.
Stay tuned for that greenhouse. 2 months.
3 months. Sorry, it's November. I thought it was October.
All right. Okay. I'm going to get a little dark here. Feel free to delete this, Al. But I've been given 3 months to have a reason to live. Okay.
All right. You can find the podcast on
I'm just saying, it kills me that a lot of these games, not just this one, lots of Pokemon games, come out right after my birthday because my birthday is at the start of November and it misses all these good release dates. Anyways, find me on Cooper Press, whatever. Find Al. Where do people find you, Al?
You find me on the podcast. I don't care about that anymore. You can find the podcast on Tumblr and Blue Sky at THS Pod. You can send us feedback from our website, harvestseason.club, where you can find links to everything to do with the podcast, including our Patreon, patreon.com/THSpod, where you can support the podcast, get access to our Slack, where we talk about all sorts of things,
A
and
lot of things.
and get access to our bonus podcast episodes.
Look, look, we have ideas.
Oh, we're meant to be doing one about Sonic 3.
And
Cody
Bluey.
watched that.
I want
And Bluey.
Okay,
Forgot about that.
I messaged Cody. She didn't respond. She didn't might not have seen it, but I want to do one on the Little House of the Prairie. We can call it Greenhouse on the Prairie. But hey, people, listen up. We have ideas. We don't, just get busy. Can't always do them. But that Kirby Air Riders, I will do that episode solo if I have to. I will not be stopped. So
It's on the
this year
list.
that will come out. It's on the list. I do want to talk about the direct. Anyways, Patreon, go check it out. It's great. Slack's great. The Greenhouse is great. Support the show. Do it.
All right. I think that's everything. Thank you, Kevin, again for joining me.
Thank you, Al.
Thank you, listeners, for listening. And until next time, have a good harvest. The Harvest Season is created by Al McKinley with support from our patrons, including our pro farmers, Kevin, Stuart, and Elisa. Our art is done by Micah the Brave, and our music is done by Nick Burgess. Feel free to visit our website, harvestseason.club, for show notes and links to things we discussed in this episode.
Except you, number 19, not you.
Yeah, Sugar Dew Island, you should feel bad.
Bye.